Unity Broadcasting.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion. You for know but salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment self no go left again. We no go left nothing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Una kushe, una kabo, and welcome to the favorite program, the Monolog program. And this is Unity Broadcasting. Well, of course, inside the program, the Monolog program, we get boku for una. Today, we all know what they go on in our salon. But like, as usual, we get forget to contact people then for giving updates from the side and where they did. But I want to let everybody aware that we're dealing with technology and some areas we go get hitch, if ever. I want to understand because when they get connected with people, from different parts of the world, just to make sure, say, we give una the update, the require news we una need about the people then where they live in that area then they. So we want for welcome una. But the first thing we want for encourage una, you where they listen, you where they view right now, invite your company. Go and make sure say you share the program. Just click on the share button and share now your Facebook page and a different group there. Invite people to the program because I should say you don't want to miss what's in the Monolog program get for una today. Because there's so much for talk about. So once again, I say welcome and I say bravo to the team. We're always ready and determined for make sure say this wonderful program reach out there and wanna exactly get the truth. We all know about how much social media don't become polluted, how people that don't mess up the social media with all sorts of news. For you to get reliable and well-informed news, well-processed news, tune into the Monolog program all the time and Unity Broadcasting because one of the core value of this media platform now for make sure say everything what they do it's credible. So always rely on what we say here because we spend time for process and make sure say we bring the raw truth and then we make sure say whatever we let out there is actual and factual. So again, share the program and invite your people. Invite your followers, friends, relatives, so that we all will be part of the Monolog making Sierra Leone. God bless you. Now, we will get to the first contact person for kind of update we, but waiting they go on. As usual, we will go home base. We will go Sierra Leone, and then no waiting they go on na salon. Waiting don't go on throughout the week.
Commissioner, go ahead. There is nobody yet.
All right. So, the salon people, them or you where they listen. One thing we go do, I want for inform one another that salon now we all get up. And for let salon go before, the thing that what would they do where will affect me and you, we need to avoid them. Of course, we all are aware of the EU the report will come out And we see the position of the government about what they believe about the report. Also, we see that ACC as well invite Samora for continue for answer to queries about alleged corruption cases. And we know say the mandate of the ACC now for make sure say they probe everybody where they allege for be involved in criminal business or in corruption. And also we'll see Myanmar can apologize about the unfortunate attitude and behavior we put up to Blessing and family. And these are all issues of concern. But first, let's start with the invitation to the ACC. Well, the issue about the ACC, like I say, then an independent institution created for make sure say Salon people there resources are protected. Waiting there for Salon people then they get her. They create the ACC for prevent wicked people there, not for sit down on top, waiting all man for benefit. So if certain people then feel comfortable, say, or they get blessed past all man, therefore go involved and take waiting there for the general good as you don't pana, the ACC in Madina for go after and make sure say they bring waiting there for all man so that it will benefit with all. So many issues and they where the ACC they look into. But most recent, we see the Chancery building in New York, where create embarrassment for country. The Chancery building, the process of rehabilitating it starts 2012 under the past administration, under the past regime, the APC regime. And this intended renovation will end up for turn to construction or rehabilitation. Now don't bring so many implications about people that way from then to the current we handle this process. We don't create alarm about corruption. First, the procurement process. Anytime we big project we involve beaucoup salon money, then say you know go just grab and give contract to individual. Everybody for come for compete where they say bidding. People that for show interest about the process. For say okay, we not qualify people then for take care of this work we wanna get. So one of the interests about this chance we building are that the ACC say the whole process full of corruption from the bidding process to the awarding of contracts and the disburse of funds. They say all involve corruption. So then decide for go and investigate. And among the people that were they investigate, since Samora was the foreign minister, foreign affairs minister under the then administration, and in previous interviews, he don't admit, say, yes, now begin the first disbursement, now they be doing, now they be secure, now they look for person where for undertake the company or the body way for undertake the construction of the building. Now they identify an American, now they certify and say, okay, it's good for undertake the process, they award the contract to her. So because ACC now the team don't become an embarrassment, then people are waiting give the job to, not do the job, and the money pass on. Then the neighbor there, where this building, what would they talk about? They around. Let's say get fear because the kind of people that when they give the job for do, not able to do a competent job. They not do any good work. So they're afraid say, one, the kind way the construction company abandon the building now is threat, security threat. They begin for talk about court case, they take with, they make so many suit right, they file in the case now local court. Now, as a serious body, a government decide the independent body charged with the responsibility, not only for clean the image of the country, but for make sure say anything where involve you for look into that and make sure say you punish the people them, decide for come inside. They don't call plenty people them at different given time. Every one of them why whether they call don't they cooperate. But recently, what is sad. Now the fact that one of the people that were now of interest to the ACC, Samuel Kamara, the former flag bearer of APC, after the continuous interview by ACC, in one of the invitations we left, it make all chances where somebody where they aspire for be a president for lead salon or any country. Not for don't say such words. Because if you intend for can be president of Sierra Leone, one thing you want for always uphold now law and order. Respect state institution. But if you not be president yet, then wishing to be a president, you already declare yourself for be lawless, for be out of the way. There is embarrassing, is sickening for let anybody even imagine for make you, because it could be worse. It could be tyranny. It could be something of embarrassment. Because if in civil close, even if as ordinary Sierra Leonean, you decide not for respect the law. What about if you become a president with all the authorities? You will do things where will bring disaster. So ACC, after Samuel we don't make boast, say, you know, go anymore attend invitation to the ACC. We not see ACC come up and make any press release, but as professional body, they continue their job. So they believe that Samuel get more cases for answer. And I understand with me investigation, it's not even only about the chance we build it. Samuel the answer question to ACC. So using the chance we issue, say, is a witch hunt and nine, that is misleading. It's really misleading. For the fact that Samuel with all other areas of interest where it face inquiry for, he put that. He refused to let the public know about, but he want to use this chance rebuilding as means of seeking public sympathy. That is very unlawful. And sad enough, now the information we I get is that the APC executive, together with Samoa, don't afford the bike rider in Sierra Leone with fuel and some money for take on the streets tomorrow. That is not good. That is something where it's a security concern, and the law can bet anybody triangle for anybody where they try for stand the way of the law, where they try for impede justice. The law will hold you and they deal with you triangle one. So all the bike man them, all the youth them will say, then go take on the streets tomorrow as a way for prevent the independent body for do their work. The warning to or the advice to owner is stay home, below abiding. Say prevention better past cure. Not let yourself into a situation where you will regret, say, oh, if I be then I'm this not for all, meet me. They will allow we far too long we say we institution, they're not effective, they're not the work. If we institution them, don't decide for now, be very active and decide for make sure say they follow the due process. Why should anybody stand the way? Why should anybody prevent? This is not anything, say, that they go hold somebody unlawfully and put them behind bars. No. They say, come and answer. We get issues then I have for clarification. You name the inside case where get for do with your character, with your personality. As somebody where they aspire for the highest seat of the land, you for be proud in fact for go and make sure say anything will go dent your character, anything will go stain you. You thoroughly clean her up and make yourself very clean to the public. Let everybody know and understand you're innocent. But if you decide for do incitement, this is not a help. And we don't want any kuskas in our country. Nobody don't want disaster right now in our country. Nobody. There's serious issue affecting the whole world right now. We don't make the situation, the circumstances is becoming something of a challenge to every other country. Why would they fight for put the most serious issues where they affect the world? We don't want anything again where we can for add on the burden of Sierra Leone. So it makes no sense for let anybody jump in the street. It makes no sense for let anybody incite and say, go out there and do this. And besides, I really see no reason why somebody will be in a power yesterday is supposed to work for you. He do something wrong for go answer to them. You will not benefit at all. You will not to be direct beneficiary. Decide for go out here for defend, for stand and protect that person. Anybody who don't contribute for spoil the future of Sierra Leone, such person not for be protected. But you see one thing, there's one saying in law that when you aid and abet a criminal, they use to commit crime, they want all day. So one way that they call for jump na street for go cause problem. When the law hold you, your own problem will even end up for be bigger. Probably with this investigation, it's possible say Samunga will go and get himself free out of everything. But what about if the law go lay hamper you tomorrow? Who would I turn to? This is the way when they defend for blame the authorities, the institution. And this is why I feel very disappointed and very, very angry with the recent press release or whatever way the UN, the EU put out about the institution. You know, whenever talking about issue, me I left to establish a little about the background. Of course, we all know the role of EU, how they don't support every facet of the democracy and with governance. Okay? EU in every other country, they observe elections at any given time. EU, we don't make this investigation, they don't do documentation from the 2002 election to all the past election, 2007, 2002, 2007, 2012, leading to 2018. Okay? And they present that to all the governments. They don't ever come up for ask for the implementation. No statement. No statement. All right. Now, recently, they said they go do follow-up. When you say if they go do follow-up on a matter, wetin you be don find out before, say, no they go right, where they affect the country, you want to go understand with all the recommendation, with all the things that we want to put together, say, no they go right, if the body that we're responsible don't make any effort for address recommendation. That na for go know waiting at the position, waiting how far they don't go in addressing, waiting on a present. Not to forgo make fresh case, not to forgo make fresh indictment. If you do, then you have hidden motive, then the process becomes fraud and criminal. And this is what don't happen within the EU mission. We go do this follow-up. We can't realize that EU not go do follow-up, then go do interview from the opposition, and all people will get different view, negative view about the current dispensation. People then will think say the best option and for tarnish the image of the country and the government, so that it could be a stepping stone for them for kind of power. That is the most unfortunate thing. Now, how this EU come about for make this press release? EU now one of the founders of Marcela Semba, president of new or leader, whoever, whatever position we get now new. Also, that they help campaign for good governance. And then did. Now one of the body them where they inform EU about things. But it is not hidden that recently new under Marcela Samba don't become the opposition mouthpiece, don't become very negative. Reason Marcela Samba and his team no one for loss the external funds. We don't they come into that institution where they're not ever accountable for. There has been no accountability. There have been no, and this is one thing we're very sad in our country. Certain institutions and they, where they call for transparency, they're not even transparent. Who is auditing the new body, the body new? Now we realize that the opposition now don't enter into certain individuals because all other strategies, all other methods where they don't apply, not work. So what will happen when this mission go for a follow-up? We understand that Marcela Samba was one of the first people where after the Kwenadugu election, where them put together that first document, they engaged this mission team and so much poison them. Watch most of what Team Marcela Samba and you put. That is the same thing. It was a copy, a photocopy of Marcela Samba in report. And this other organization, this Thomas More content in group. So what did they do? They engage, then divert the people from the real citizens where for not able to give independent and comprehensive update of what they happen, then try for hijack this mission for brainwash them. So what did they do? They get few opposition people where they bring on board for sit down and talk with this mission because they feel that is the way they go able to get international attention for just blackmail with country and prevent development and investors in the country. That is very bad. That was very, very, very bad. So the purpose and the intent of the mission, the EU mission, for a follow-up, turned out for being now an investigation, going for make investigation of waiting. That is why if you look, they not can tell we about progress of waiting that we don't present. Or we come upon we findings, we realize say government don't do ABC or this institution don't make implementation in this area, but they left this area. No, waiting initially they be present for be worked on. Now it's totally out of the equation. Now fresh findings or whatever they go do and come out for give such a damning report for just blackmail and dirty the image of the country. And we see people are proud about it because they think it's in their best interest. As opposition, they think it's so good. They feel say that's an opportunity. Okay. And they think that, okay, with all the award the country don't they get to all the name with the the branding, the respect where salon don't they get. You know, make any not fine. So the best way I for come out and just dirty the process. You know, without salon, I want to let we all know say we not for done day. Me and you not for done day today, but be referred to as Sierra Leoneans. No matter what we get, no matter what you get now your mind, no matter your political affiliation, your political connection, realize that there's only but one Sierra Leone. And we got people. Every day we cry, say, things they go on, life difficult, things they're tough. Why should we just believe that we're country for be at the center of the wrong, the bad things? People that foresee we and if for come around we. Why should people just look and say, you know what? Because of waiting with the AE, we don't want to help nobody in a salon. Why you want for create that scenario? Why you want for create then that kind of bad picture then out there for make people then afraid for
Commissioner, we have Abbas on the line.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we go to Sierra Leone and know what thing they go on. Hello, Mr. Silla. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Silla. I want to welcome you to the Monolog program. And can you please just update?
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Silla, you get me?
Yes, I get you. Great Commissioner.
All right. Yeah, good evening and welcome to the program, the Monolog program.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
All right. So, Mr. Silla, what thing they happen in a salon?
Well, Chief Commissioner Vandy, a lot they happen at salon. I want to talk about something where they train right now that they country now all the various social media network them. You know, say Samura Kamara, the former flag bearer of the APC, was invited the last time for go to the ACC for questioning on some issues there. I believe say in any democratic country, we get institutions that are responsible for the checkmates. Anybody, either in government or out of government, who will go out of track. I don't go there on this platform indict Dr. Samuel Kamara, but if a state institution invites you, I believe say if you go there. But the last time we go there, I think Chief Commissioner Vandy said here and we say it will come a time he no go ever go where the ACC call him. And as I talk to you, so right now the training events on various social media outlets that the APC supporter they go accompany tomorrow to ACC. They are not waiting to go do the. I not really waiting to go do the. That's not a recipe for chaos or problem that the country.
Okay, in line with that, I understand.
On top of situation.
Hello, Mr. Silla. How true is it that
Commissioner Vandy?
How true is it that they don't get some bike riders for take on the streets tomorrow?
Yeah, Chief Commissioner, the information that we will get through intelligence, because today, I mean, they have the whole day, we'll get intelligence reports say they don't give money to bike riders for buy fuel, so that tomorrow they will come on and street massively, saying the ACC. You know, I want to go back. During the days where the SLP in your position, with presidents now, several state institutions invite them, and they go there without any problem. You know, go here and call people and go accompany or the party SLP for put people together for go disturb the peace. Then, so why now such thing for the happen? You and I could remember during the days of the SLP, President Bill, several ladies, they go like OCC and they go check for ammunition, where they see PNFCF, they allow them, they go through all that, and they don't ever create problem for the state then. Why now under your own leadership as president of this country, people that will try for create problem, insecurity in the country? Why? That's
but somebody will
not believe to any political party that they ask.
Yeah, Abbas, somebody way now critics to you go tell you say the president they allow that because he get the sole right for make sure say anybody will want for be lawless, the law take the full effect. So if he was law abiding yesterday and people today no one for be, and you get state institution were responsible for make sure say law and order day. I don't know why we for even they have a complaint about people just going out of the way, because you and I are aware of the public order.
Commissioner, sorry, sir, I don't cut you off, sir. Not to complain per se. We just did do then kind, program for sensitize with people. Then I think somebody called Pasheki, when a member of the own party, instead to come on the 2nd of this month, he do a program where he call on supporters. Wait till make una go come on at streets for go disturb the peace of the nation, because an institution of government invites Dr. Samuel Kamara. Why una for do that? If not a calculated ploy by some members of the APC, because I don't go indict them all, but by some members of the APC for create problem. Because if a state institution invites you, if you don't say your hands then clean a cupboard, a closet, you go there and go present you facts. If they don't find anything on you, you go be exonerated. But for beginning,
but
lies,
one thing whether they propagate as well, where I see
fear, they don't give them money to make them come out tomorrow. But I don't say the security go there on top of.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Silla, one thing I also see where they train.
We make it call destiny fulfill. It don't mean they go against the law when they're in opposition.
Okay. So what are they say? Mr. Silla, I also realized that the rumor where they go out there now that the ACC they call someone for go apprehend them or whatever. So as a way for get people, the whole call where the people then where they do this, they do for give credence to them going out tomorrow now for like tell the people and say the ACC they call someone for go put them behind bars. Is that true?
Fallacy. The ACC not ever put out such reports. They not ever do that. They not ever do that. The ACC not ever do such a thing. You know, then people I said today, I'm in some side where one of my friends, they show me some posting at different social media outlets. You know what's right now, the way people that
No.
picking enough for go school tomorrow, marketeers enough for go.
Yeah, so the one for Puerto picking a Buklani tomorrow.
Invite one man for go answer a question.
So for Puerto people, they're Buklani.
Yes, try for create panic, try for create a sense of insecurity in the country. But not say the
Mr. Sila.
This
Mr. Sila.
do so monologue on the Unity broadcast, it will go worldwide.
Yeah.
I don't say Sierra
okay.
Listen, because they're on Facebook Live. I don't say
all
they
right.
get their information here. I don't say intelligence don't get their information here. They're going to work on that because what me this evening while they come, I see OSD, police officer and deploy all over. And they restrict the bike rider within the CBD, the Central Business District of Freetown. I see that happen. But why before they go through this, that the question that they ask,
yeah, okay, yeah. Why before they go through this? The question is, now only one person the ACC they investigate right now.
When President Bill go, it not even go to the convention all. Just for me, no creates problem. It's just going to
Mr. Sila.
Who supports me, who vote for Somano Capen, and did they voted for Somano Capen, he won the chairmanship then. If he wants to go to the so, because you know bad for going to the but just for peace and sanity's sake, it not go there. Now this man
all right. So Mr. Sila, coming back to the issue, the question of yeah, Mr. Sila, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now only Samora that they investigate, and this investigation are about waiting because I know say different matter than day before the ACC, and the ACC they investigate different people. Them. Why should the issue of Samora become a state problem? Why if it be something way for affect the state in peace? Where I understand say so many other cases than the way ACC they look into.
Yeah, that's the $1 million question. This investigation is about the chance in America there, New York City. We go with Chancey, where there's that billions of financial misappropriation take place there. And he was the foreign minister there where a lot of they say money got missing. But then they investigate. If you don't say not get nothing for hide, why all this? In the Dr. Samora Kamara said, no, during the last visit to the ACC, the utterances they make then.
Yeah, that was inciting, right?
All this don't help.
Yep. And as somebody where they aspire for be president. Where they aspire for be president.
Then you see supporters and passive supporters, and you cannot go say the whole APC. We don't tire, we don't agree, then stop and they. Whose country then at the world where people and they go against the laws of the country, then state institution, police, the security, and team up, they fall their hands behind their back. And even America, I don't believe that's happening.
No. But so, Mr. Yeah, well, let's let that give the authority for handle because I know say we get for bring the outcome of that in previous. And by the way, you mentioned somebody who don't willing for be part of the program. That is Pasheki. And from the side of the APC, you get a whole lot of things you want for Canada platform for handle. Now let's go to another topic where they go on a Sierra Leone. Waiting, they go on with a statement will come up from EU about we institutions.
Well, that statement, Commissioner Vandy, it was very unfortunate, but as the days then they go by, we don't see you get some operatives of the opposition party where then they work with some of the institutions and they all help for mold that report will come about. As God could have it, this day and age will live, the 21st century and the internet age, nothing, not the way go there in the dark when they come to light. We know say reforms them don't they take place massively under the leadership of President Bio. Where the APC kind of power 11. But right now, as I talk to you, so even under the judiciary way the EU report try for indicts, we get resident judges nearly all over the country. Where for the past years they don't ever be the police. Nah. The same police President Bio inherited and tried for reform. How many police officers and this president they don't recruit on this president in watch? How many? But just because they want to undermine this man in regime, they will go and manufacture reports where not true, now false, try for blackmail the government and the president. But they're not for success because the facts are out there. Even the electoral commission are like, how many by elections then they know all of this country where even APC party members don't win.
All right. So I think that they indicted a lot of people, that the institution like the judiciary, the electoral commission, the police, we go look into them. But I will take one sector where I do research about, okay, the judiciary, because this issue about the judiciary not performing. Is it not true that the judiciary now gets a website which they make available every trial for be accessible? Hello? Okay. Think
he dropped.
Yeah, so you there on Abbas? Now talk about the judiciary, because if they say the people that all lost trust in the judiciary, then with my finding, I realized that first now we get the judiciary done open up and pull that secrecy where be there first in a court, where they're not allow press them for year out, waiting they go on, they record. But under this current dispensation, they don't bring the judiciary to the people. Also, they don't get the website where every matter whether they allocate to any judge, they can easily go on the website and access that. They don't make the judiciary so accessible that trials today, for the first time we see a high-profile matter was broadcast live. So how then look at this for come say people that don't lost trust, waiting at the trust for open up, and pull away that secrecy way within a judiciary where first time till they happy where the public don't they know. But now today, anything where they go on is easily visible and accessible. Now that don't make people that lost confidence with their reform then they with so many recruitment of judges and magistrates them. So all them things there and I don't make salon people then lost interest into the judiciary. Hello, Alba. Hello, Abbas. Abbas, you did it?
He dropped already.
All right. So, talking about this EU, I just ask me, brother, because one thing where the EU report say, salon people, they don't lost trust into we institutions. They say the trust in their institution, they exist. So, I want to know on what premises they come for. They come or they step on for bring such a conclusion. Because as a way of addressing the concern of Sierra Leoneans, the secrecy will be the inside with judiciary is no longer. If the judiciary now gets a website where they make every single thing where they go on our court system, not a good thing that for a country. So because of that transparency where the judiciary don't take, the part of transparency for make sure say now, if you get matter, for go waka and begin search for, we said me case day, we said they put me, we said they send me file. Before we say where people that they get cases, for even know the magistrate or the judge where they sit down by matter, you get for waka. Now, with the use of the internet, you get access for see your matter and whether they handle them. And you able to follow up and know the outcome of waiting they go on at the matter. Now the president, the freedom first, there was not this press freedom in reporting the court matters. But today, that is open up. The court is open to the press for independently and freely report happenings within the court. With all the reform they are. Now you don't make salon people that lost because we see the current Chief Justice. They do massive recruitment. They make sure say he deploy magistrates all around the country. For make sure say matters will be they take years now go be easily and fastly addressed. Now we then kind thing there, don't call Salon people there for lost trust in with judiciary. So the EU one for terrorists say Salon people then be appreciate the secrecy will be there at the court.
Commissioner, you have a caller.
All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, how are you?
Okay. This is Chief Commissioner Vandy. I want to welcome you to the Monolog program. The whole world is listening. Who are we they talk to? And from which side?
I call from Turkey.
Okay. You know.
Yeah. Concerned
citizen. Okay. What do you want for? What did they go on at that part of Turkey? What did they go on? We realize recently the president be the other side and they. So what did they go on?
Oh, it's the president may come to Turkey. But he don't go back. I want somebody judiciary small.
All right.
According to the program, we other EU business where they talk, they lost trust in the judiciary and the police. It's true because they kill people in Atumbo, they don't make any comment. They kill people in Chonkolimba, they don't make any comment. So if the people and they come up with any situation here, the right for we the citizen.
Then kill who that kill?
The country. So,
they kill who that kill?
Talk about something, but
excuse me, sir. Where you say they kill who that kill?
Today they're not prison.
Where you say they kill who that kill?
Hello?
Yeah. Where you say they kill who that kill?
The police kill people in a Paremba road.
Or what grounds? How then people then where they kill? Okay, so you said they kill people in Atumbo, right?
The statement Atumbo, the same thing.
Okay, then kill. Waiting to be the cause for the killing will take place. So the police just go look and people then fire them. Waiting to be the cause for any killing will take place in Atumbo. You see? Hello? But you are aware say the police be hold press conference and address that. You be aware of the you follow. All right. Well, that's fine. The brother say one of the justification of the EU report, and because they kill people in a salon and nothing, they're not saying nothing. Well, the next question I'll be want to ask, would they not say nothing? The police, because I know about the press conference where the police hold in, and to a point, in fact, there also be set up a panel, especially about the incident is Atumbo. And so, for say they're not saying nothing, I want to know that they're not saying nothing because the police spokesperson be there all over the media for explain the side of the police of what happened. That people sitting out of the country, but they continually incite people out there, and there was a public disorder. And we know when there's public disorder, the mandate of the police now for secure life and property. And if there's a situation where they hitch on security, the security of the land, will rely on the police for intervene, for put on that situation. Okay. So, but the question is, how many people this survey where the mission, the follow-up mission, and sad enough, that we even say this report account, okay, is something for go by. But for the fact that the mandate for the mission was abandoned, it makes the whole process fishy and suspicious. This is a follow-up mission. They say go do a follow-up. We don't put something at table for let it be addressed. Okay? Then all what you put on the table, none you not can forgive status update on them thing there. Instead, you can't talk about thing the way not again not be arguing with what you be put in your report. This is where the whole thing become suspicious and criminal, because this was not the mission. If they came for do independent investigation, fresh investigation of recent happenings, then we have every reason for say, okay, yeah, they have come, they don't come, they for talk to people, and whatever report they come with, fine. But this whole people had a clear defined mission where they go with. For go do follow up of waiting that we don't put forward. Not to for go make case or for come up with. So wait, what about the follow up with and do? Why we not know what? So waiting go on with the previous report where they put for the address, waiting at the status. Is it that everything in that situation earlier presented is abandoned or waiting don't go with them? Say no step government not take, or the bodies that are responsible, the institution not take no step, one single step for address the concern where they be present to them. Waiting be the, so this is what we now the question we ask, was it a fresh inquiry this mission was set up for? Then go do fresh inquiry of what happened of recent, or then go see the necessary step where the institution they don't take for address the earlier issues of concern. Yeah. If not, then if you go for the sending for do something that you totally abandon and go do something fresh, then there's every reason for raise alarm and question. There's everything for be suspicious of ill motive in the action. We all want to see the best for Sierra Leone.
Commissioner Vandy.
And one for see me not go sit down and appreciate anybody where they kill anybody, because we're all equal. We all get right. But one thing where sad enough, most time when I kill listen people they come and they talk about now me right. I don't know if this word right we can understand them better. Not only you right for jumping on streets, for stop institution them, not for do their work. Not only you right for jumping at it, where then catch somebody who they do bad, for say the law not for taking cause. Not only you right that one day. Not only you right for go and hold somebody and slap her. Not only you right for so sometimes when we talk about right, we get for no we say we write stuff. And also, I be talked the last time about obligation. That's the responsibility of me and you. We for be good citizens. We for support the good things there. Oppose things the way they happen, where you're unlawful. Killing of any type is unlawful. And so me not go sit down and say, oh, I appreciate the killing. But also, we get a whole guiding document what we call the Constitution. Even though the Constitution, section 15, 16 to 17 to 18, they talk about right of this, the right to live. It also tells you, say, in the case you step beyond your limit, you go out of your bound, you go out of your way, you do things unlawful. The law they bet you, they put you, they lost your right. How many of you know that you can lose your right? because you decide for do something contrary to your right. Not to your right for look somebody no more. You know, get nothing with them, not get for begin attack and harass them, suppress them, at cause them. Not to your right that one day.
Commissioner Vandy.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's good that we continue for like talk about the betterment. But before I go, I want to talk about something briefly. We will digress on in the next program. This issue of propagating and making false alarm about kidnap. This now something where be done they happen years in those days. Now people they don't quarrel for come back. In the 70s, we know the politics of deception where be they play where they go put somebody in a motoka and do whatever. They begin raise hey, that they kill this for create panic and fear. Now it don't come to me notice that people they create unnecessary tension and panic about this kidnapping when not they ever exist. Nothing about kidnapping. Recently, I go where a lady come, he make me picking, he put picture all out. A day after, he say, in fact, me picking, he did to him papa na frito. Somebody will say they don't, in Peking go school, and he come on school, you know, kind of host. Then he go back, wait then ask her, we're waiting at the starter. Oh no, me picking, he did with him papa na frito. Why you get for create unnecessary panic? Why you want for just give, you know, it make we country look so fearful. Make people are not for live in peace, in freedom, in free atmosphere. But this an issue where we go carry. Next week, we get a leisure then where we bring, of course, one of the people then we don't consent for be part of the program. And like I said, this program is open to everybody, all political party. You want, of course, you want for talk on your political party interest. We get question, we go ask you, you always welcome, like how we get somebody from the APC without consent for come talk all about what they happen within the APC. So as well, we get somebody who will say he will come and give update about what they go on with the NGC. So all other political party, when doors open, we will engage. And then we want people in the way we really want for know what they go on within them institution there. So we will bring them. I want to appreciate when I all went out take on time for be part of this program, and especially my producer. I say kudos. You know, I truly appreciate being your presenter, and I hope to see you next week. Tuya, always share. Remember that the program they reach you every Wednesday, 3 o'clock East Coast time, that the American time. If we day na salon na 7 o'clock, England, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Europe now from 9 to 10. Make sure say you get this part of you calendar or always be part of the monologue, because we get so many stakeholders we don't ready for come and give them voice and explain the position of waiting they go on at the country. Until we meet back, me Chief Commissioner Vandy, I wish you all the best. Hope for meet you back. Thank you.